Vikings of Valhalla, I hope you are ready to drink some ale because we have a new patch note update for Manor to go through. It's a 07999. We recently covered the 07995, so this is just a small little patch with several bug fixes, but we're gonna go through it in this video. So this is a beta patch, so if you want to play this, you have to go through this right here, which is pretty simple, but if you don't and just open up Manor and start the game, you're not gonna be able to play with this patch. So just a little note right there. So let's go right into it. And the first thing right here, gameplay and balance. 1 malt now makes 2 ale. And we know, we know that our Vikings in Manor, they love ale. So we need a lot of ale. So to make 2 ale from 1 malt is huge. So now we can actually make ale in our farming regions, and we can transport into our other regions in Manor. So this is huge. I have a series going on right now with it 07995, but we're gonna change that to 07999, and we're gonna continue that series. And we just started with farming, so we are going to try this out. So it's gonna be cool to see. So I'm gonna put that series in this description to this video. So if you want to check that out, the next episode in that series is gonna be in the description. Some minor changes. They have now changed that the ox is plowing in directions to be more historically accurate. So they will now plow from the center to outside. Before they did outside to center. This is a small, maybe people can say that this is an unnecessary patch, but I know this developer is really trying to make this game historically accurate, which is pretty cool. So even though it's a small update, I like it. It's not going to be game changing, but it's going to be pretty cool, I guess. Then he's also doing some updates to the hitching post and small stables, because new players, he basically explains that if you delete the last hitching post or last stable, the oxen will run away, right? And we know this by now, but this will prevent it. So you won't be able to delete the hitching post, and that's going to be helpful mostly for new players, I guess. He have also adjusted the description on the better deals perk in the development tree. We're gonna have to look into that later, probably in my series in the next episode. Then we have some optimization updates as well. Dynamic foliage LODs, tree details will now vary on the camera angle, additionally to being dependent on the distance to the camera. Not really sure what that means, but I guess we will see. Then he also did some crash fixes. I never experienced this, but there were a problem where the game crashed when Baron clears a banning cap. Never experienced that, but now that's fixed. And then he also fixed the crash when booting the game while volumetric cloud settings is off in the ini file. I have no idea what that means. You might know. Let me know in the comments if you know that. I have not experienced this one either, but good to get some crash fixes going as well. Then we have some bug fixes. Fix herders not collecting wool from sheep if the sheep move after the task is created, and not move again due to the camera being far. Something I have not experienced either. Also in the comments, let me know if you experienced any of these bugs, because this one I can't seem to have experienced either. And they also fixed barter traders leave important non-food goods in the market stalls. I have not experienced this, but maybe I have experienced it, but I have not noticed it. Fixed don't allow to delete last hitching post. Safety check not working on stables, or if you have multiple buildings tabs open at the same time. Nice little fix right there. Fixed reserve set in the tavern for ale distribution is not being respected. That we do need. Remove the extra 2 days between December and January, which resulted from the day of the year counter starting at 0. I mean, this is so we basically got a year 2 days longer. The years were 2 days longer, right? So he fixed that too, which is good. Especially if he's going for historically accurate. I mean, we have to get those 365 days, right? So that's good. military equipment crafted by artisan is not being transported to the storehouse if the corresponding workshop's storage is full. He also fixed oxen not oh, that is a hard word. Recommend that word right there to another hitching post or stable if the current home hitching post gets demolished or removed. I'm guessing it's not just demolished, but also like if you move it. He also fixed grass not disappearing after deleting and then rebuilding a veggie garden. Never experienced that, but to be honest, I mean, I have not really removed veggie gardens and then like put them down in the same spot again. So good to see that little fix. Anyways, and then cosmetics, the irregularity, is that how you say that? Of the vegetable field shape now scales with their size. This way they are no longer too wobbly as they get very large. All right. From our side, this looks like a good candidate for the main branch, but as usual, wait for confirmation from the community first. So basically, he's saying that this is a beta patch that we are just trying out. This might not go over to the main branch. I really hope it does because we need that ale. And I'm really excited to start recording the next episode in my series where we're gonna try out the ale. I'm gonna put that on the screen right now, so press it to see how the ale works. And as always, do not forget to subscribe for more Manor updates.